Success leaves clues. The most successful people in the world have secrets they guard closely. They understand that some information is too valuable to share freely. Today we're going to talk about 5 things you should never share with anyone if you want to achieve greatness in your life. Now you might be thinking, isn't sharing important? Don't we learn from others? And you're right, sharing and learning from others is crucial. But there's a difference between sharing wisdom and giving away your power. The 5 things we'll discuss today are the keys to your personal kingdom. They're the fuel that drives your success engine. Let's start with the first thing you should keep close to your chest, your goals and dreams. Why? Because your goals and dreams are the blueprint of your future. They're the spark that ignites your passion and pushes you forward when times get tough. When you share your goals and dreams too freely, you open yourself up to unnecessary criticism and doubt. People who haven't achieved what you're aiming for might try to talk you out of your ambitions. They might say, that's impossible, or be realistic. But here's the truth. The people who tell you be realistic are usually those who have given up on their own dreams. Your goals and dreams are sacred. They're the North Star guiding you towards your destiny. Protect them fiercely. Remember, every great achievement in history started as a dream in someone's mind. The Wright brothers dreamed of flying when everyone said it was impossible. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream of equality when the world told him it couldn't be done. Your dreams have power. Don't let anyone dim that light. Instead of sharing your goals, focus on taking action. Let your results speak for themselves. When you achieve something remarkable, people will ask how you did it. That's when you can inspire others with your journey. But until then, keep your goals close to your heart and let them fuel your determination. The second thing you should never share is your strategy for success. Your strategy is your secret sauce. The unique approach you've developed to achieve your goals. It's the result of your experiences, your failures, and your triumphs. Sharing it freely is like giving away the recipe to your most prized dish. Think about it. Coca-Cola has kept its formula secret for over a century. KFC guards its blend of herbs and spices like a national treasure. These companies understand that their unique approach is what sets them apart in a crowded market. Your personal strategy for success is no different. Your strategy might include your morning routine, your approach to problem solving, or your method for staying motivated. These are the tools you've honed over time, tailored specifically to your strengths and weaknesses. They're not one-size-fits-all solutions. What works for you might not work for someone else, and vice versa. Instead of sharing your strategy, focus on refining it. Continuously improve your approach. Learn from your mistakes and double down on what works. As you achieve more success, people will naturally want to know your secrets. That's when you can choose to mentor or select individuals who have earned your trust and demonstrated their commitment. The third thing to keep private is your financial situation. Money is a powerful tool, but it can also be a source of envy and manipulation. When people know your financial status, it can change how they treat you and perceive you. This is true whether you're struggling or thriving financially. If you're doing well financially, keeping it private helps you avoid attracting people who are only interested in your money. It allows you to form genuine relationships based on mutual respect and shared values, not material wealth. On the other hand, if you're going through financial difficulties, keeping it private gives you the space to work on your situation without added pressure or judgment from others. Your financial journey is personal. It's a reflection of your hard work, your sacrifices, and sometimes your mistakes. Use your financial situation as motivation. If you're doing well, let it drive you to achieve even more. If you're struggling, let it fuel your determination to turn things around. But in both cases, keep the details to yourself. Instead of discussing your finances, focus on financial education. Learn about investing, budgeting, and wealth creation. Share general knowledge that can help others improve their financial literacy. But keep the specifics of your situation private. Your bank balance is between you and your bank. The fourth thing to guard closely is your personal struggles and challenges. Now, this might seem counterintuitive. After all, isn't vulnerability a strength? Doesn't sharing our struggles help us connect with others? Yes, but there's a time and place for vulnerability, and it's not with everyone. Your personal struggles are part of your journey. They're the obstacles you're overcoming, the battles you're fighting. Sharing them too freely can open you up to unnecessary negativity and judgment. It can also give others ammunition to use against you when times get tough. Moreover, constantly talking about your problems can reinforce them in your mind. It can make them seem bigger and more insurmountable than they really are. Instead of focusing on solutions, you might find yourself dwelling on the difficulties. This doesn't mean you should never share your struggles. Having a trusted confidant or mentor to discuss your challenges with can be incredibly valuable, but choose these people carefully. Look for individuals who've overcome similar obstacles, who can offer wisdom and guidance rather than just sympathy. For everyone else, focus on sharing your victories, no matter how small. Celebrate your progress. Talk about the lessons you've learned and the growth you've experienced. This not only helps maintain a positive mindset, but also inspires others to keep pushing forward in their own journeys. The fifth and final thing you should never share freely is your deepest fears and insecurities. Your fears and insecurities are like chinks in your armor. In the wrong hands, this information can be used to manipulate you or hold you back. Everyone has fears and insecurities. They're part of the human experience, but successful people don't let these fears control them. They face them head on, often in private. They work on overcoming their insecurities without broadcasting them to the world. When you share your fears and insecurities, you risk giving them more power over you. You also risk attracting people who might exploit these vulnerabilities. Instead, focus on confronting your fears and working on your insecurities privately or with the help of a trusted mentor or professional. Use your fears as fuel. Let them drive you to become stronger, more resilient. When you face a fear and overcome it, you grow. You become more confident, and that confidence radiates outward, inspiring others without you having to say a word about your internal struggles. Now, you might be thinking, isn't this all a bit secretive? Aren't we supposed to be open and honest? And you're right to question. Openness and honesty are important values, but there's a difference between being honest and oversharing. You can be truthful without laying bare every aspect of your life. Think of it like this. When you're building a house, you don't invite everyone to come and examine the foundation before the walls are up. You work on creating a strong base in private. Once the house is built, people can admire the result. Your personal growth and success work the same way, by keeping these 5 things private. Your goals and dreams, your strategy for success, your financial situation, your personal struggles, and your deepest fears and insecurities. You're not being dishonest. You're creating a safe space for yourself to grow, to make mistakes, to learn, and to become the best version of yourself. This approach also has another benefit. It makes you more interesting. When you don't share everything about yourself, you create an aura of mystery. People are naturally curious. They're drawn to those who seem to have it all together, who exude confidence and success without needing to explain themselves. The most successful people you know or have heard of, they go around telling everyone about their problems, their fears, their exact net worth? No. They share their knowledge, they inspire others with their actions, but they keep their personal lives and internal struggles private. Now, this doesn't mean you should never open up to anyone. Having close relationships where you can be vulnerable is important for your emotional well-being, but these relationships should be few and carefully chosen. Look for people who have earned your trust, who have demonstrated wisdom and discretion. For everyone else, be kind, be helpful, be inspiring me, but maintain healthy boundaries. Share your knowledge, not your secrets. Offer guidance, not gossip. Inspire through your actions, not your words. Remember, your life is your own personal movie. You're the star, the director, and the producer. You get to decide what scenes make it into the final cut and what ends up on the cutting room floor. Choose wisely. As you go through your day, I want you to start paying attention to what you share and with whom. Are you giving away your power without realizing it? Are you sharing things that would be better kept private? Start being more intentional about what you reveal to others. This isn't about being secretive or mistrustful. It's about valuing yourself and your journey. It's about creating the space you need to grow and succeed without unnecessary interference or negativity from others. Think of yourself as a garden. Your goals, your strategies, your finances, your struggles, and your fears are the seeds you're nurturing. They need time, care, and the right environment to grow. Not everyone needs to see the garden while it's still taking root. Let them see the beautiful flowers when they bloom. Now, you might be wondering, if I'm not sharing these things, what should I be sharing? Great question. Share your enthusiasm for life. Share your passion for learning and growing. Share the lessons you've learned along the way. Share your appreciation for others. Share your kindness and your willingness to help. These are the things that truly connect us as human beings. They're the things that inspire others and create positive change in the world. And the beautiful thing is, you can share these freely without compromising your personal power or privacy. As you practice keeping these 5 things private, you'll likely notice some changes. You might feel more in control of your life. You might find it easier to focus on your goals without outside interference. You might even notice that people treat you differently, with more respect, more curiosity, more admiration. But the most important change will be internal. You'll develop a stronger sense of self. You'll become more self-reliant, more confident in your own judgment. You'll learn to trust your own instincts and abilities rather than constantly seeking validation or advice from others. This inner strength is the foundation of all great achievement. It's what allows you to persist when others would give up. It's what gives you the courage to take risks, to innovate, to lead. It's what turns ordinary individuals into extraordinary achievers. Now, I want to address a concern that might be coming up for you. You might be thinking, isn't this approach a bit selfish? Shouldn't we be helping others? And it's a valid concern. We should absolutely be helping others and contributing to our communities. But here's the thing. You can't pour from an empty cup. By protecting your personal power, by nurturing your dreams and working on your challenges privately, you're actually putting yourself in a better position to help others in the long run. When you achieve your goals, when you overcome your struggles, you become an inspiration. You become someone who can offer real, substantive help to others. Who would you rather learn from? Someone who's always talking about their problems and fears, or someone who's overcome significant challenges and achieved remarkable things? The latter, right? By keeping these 5 things private and focusing on your personal growth, you're setting yourself up to be that inspirational figure. Moreover, this approach allows you to be more present and genuine in your interactions with others. When you're not constantly sharing your personal business, you can focus on really listening to others, on understanding their needs and perspectives. You can offer help and support without the baggage of your own unresolved issues getting in the way. As you go forward with this new approach, remember that it's a skill like any other. It takes practice. There might be times when you slip up and share more than you intended. That's okay. Learn from it and better next time. The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. Also, remember that this isn't about building walls between yourself and others. It's about creating healthy boundaries. It's about being discerning with your personal information and energy. You can still be warm, friendly, and helpful while maintaining your privacy. In fact, you might find that this approach actually improves your relationships. When you're not constantly sharing your problems or bragging about your successes, you create space for more meaningful conversations. You become a better listener. You become someone people enjoy being around because you're not draining their energy with your personal drama. As you practice this, pay attention to how it affects your mindset. When you're not constantly verbally processing your goals, your struggles, your fears, you're forced to deal with them internally. This can lead to greater self-awareness and emotional intelligence. You become better at managing your own thoughts and feelings without needing constant external validation or support. This internal focus can also boost your creativity and problem-solving skills. When you're not sharing your challenges with everyone, you're forced to come up with solutions on your own. This can lead to innovative thinking and personal growth that might not have happened if you were always seeking advice from others. Remember, the most successful people in history didn't achieve greatness by committee. They had mentors and supporters, sure, but the real work happened in the privacy of their own minds. They wrestled with their ideas, their fears, their setbacks in private, emerging stronger and more determined. Think of Thomas Edison, who famously failed thousands of times before successfully creating the light bulb. Do you think he announced each failure to the world? No. He kept working, kept experimenting, kept believing in his vision. And when he finally succeeded, the results spoke for itself. Or consider the great leaders throughout history. They didn't achieve their positions by constantly sharing their doubts and fears with everyone around them. They projected confidence and vision, even in the face of tremendous challenges. They kept their struggles private and let their actions inspire others. As you embrace this approach, you might find that you become more comfortable with solitude. In our hyper-connected world, we often feel the need to share every thought, every experience, every emotion. But there's immense value in spending time alone with your thoughts and working through your challenges without constantly seeking input from others. This solitude can be a powerful catalyst for personal growth and self-discovery. It allows you to hear your own inner voice more clearly, to understand your true desires and motivations. It gives you the space to reflect on your experiences and learn from them without the noise of others' opinions. Now, you might be wondering how this approach fits with the idea of authenticity. Isn't it inauthentic to keep parts of yourself private? Not at all. Authenticity isn't about sharing everything. It's about being true to yourself. It's about aligning your actions with your values and beliefs. You can be completely authentic while still maintaining healthy boundaries and privacy. In fact, this approach can lead to a deeper, more genuine form of authenticity. When you're not constantly seeking validation or approval from others, you're free to be your true self. You're not molding your goals or your persona to fit others' expectations. You're living life on your own terms, guided by your own inner compass. As you continue on this journey, remember that it's not about becoming closed off or isolated. It's about being selective with what you share and with whom. It's about valuing yourself and your personal journey enough to protect it from unnecessary outside influences. Think of it like this: your life is a book that you're writing. You're going to decide which chapters to share with the world and which to keep private. You're going to choose who gets to read the whole story and who just gets the highlights. This is your story, and you have the right and the responsibility to tell it in the way that feels right to you. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with a challenge. For the next week, pay close attention to what you share with others. Before you speak about your goals, your struggles, your finances, your fears, or your strategies for success, pause. Ask yourself, do I need to share this? Will sharing this serve my highest good? You might be surprised at how often the answer is no. You might find that you've been giving away your power without even realizing it. But don't beat yourself up about it. This is a learning process, a journey towards greater self-awareness and personal. Remember, your dreams, your challenges, your fears, they're the raw material of your future success. Guard them carefully. Nurture them privately. And when the time is right, when you've turned those dreams into reality, when you've overcome those challenges and conquered those fears, then you can share your story. And what a powerful story it will be. Your life is a masterpiece in the making. Every thought, every decision, every action is a brushstroke on the canvas. Don't let others smudge your painting before it's complete. Keep your vision clear, your hands steady, and your process private. The world will see your masterpiece when it's ready and not a moment before. So go forth with confidence. Trust in your ability to navigate your own path. Believe in the power of your private thoughts and personal growth. And remember, the most profound transformations often happen in silence, away from the prying eyes of the world. Your potential is limitless, your future is bright. And the key to unlocking that potential, to bringing that bright future into reality, lies within you. Not in the opinions of others, not in the constant sharing and seeking of validation, but in the quiet determination of your own heart and mind. You have everything you need within you to achieve greatness, the power to change your life, to reach your goals, to overcome any obstacle. It's all there, waiting to be unleashed. But here's the catch. That power can only be fully realized when you learn to protect it, nurture it, and direct it with intention. The most successful people you know, what sets them apart isn't just their skills or their knowledge. It's their ability to focus, to maintain their course, even when faced with distractions or discouragements. They understand that their inner world, their thoughts, their plans, their struggles, is sacred ground. They don't let just anyone walk on it. This is why keeping these 5 things private is so crucial. It's not about being secretive or antisocial. It's about creating a safe space for your dreams to take root and grow. It's about protecting your energy and your focus from the well-meaning, but often misguided input of others. When you share your goals too freely, you open yourself up to doubt. People who haven't achieved what you're aiming for might try to talk you out of it. They might say it's too risky, too difficult, or not practical. But here's the truth. Every great achievement in history seemed impossible until someone did it. Imagine if the Wright brothers had listened to everyone who said human flight was impossible. Imagine if Steve Jobs had given up on his vision of personal computers because experts said there was no market for them. The world would be a very different place. Your dreams, your goals, they're the seeds of your future success, but like any seed, they need the right environment to grow. They need protection from harsh elements in their early stages. That's what privacy provides. It gives you the space to nurture your ideas, to work through the challenges, to refine your approach without constant external judgment or interference. Now, this doesn't mean you should never seek advice or input from others, but be selective about who you let into your inner circle. Look for mentors and confidants who have achieved the kind of success you're aiming for. These are the people who can offer valuable insights and guidance without dampening your enthusiasm or undermining your confidence. Remember, success leaves clues. Study the habits and approaches of those who have achieved great things. You'll notice that many of them are quite private about their personal lives and their work processes. They understand the value of mental and emotional space in the pursuit of big goals. As you practice keeping these 5 things private, you'll likely notice some changes in yourself. You might find that you're more focused, more determined. You might discover a wellspring of inner strength that you didn't know you had. This is the power of protecting your inner world. When you're not constantly sharing your struggles or seeking validation for your ideas, you're forced to develop greater self-reliance. You learn to trust your own judgment, to push through difficulties on your own. This builds a kind of mental, emotional muscle that will serve you well throughout your life. Think of it like training for a marathon. The real work happens in those early morning runs when no one's watching. It's in the discipline of sticking to your training plan even when you don't feel like it. The race itself, that's just the culmination of all that private effort. Your journey to success works the same way. Now, you might be wondering, if I'm not sharing these things, what should I be talking about with others? That's a great question. Focus on sharing your enthusiasm, your passion for life and learning. Share the lessons you've learned along the way, the insights you've gained. Be a source of encouragement and positivity for others. This approach not only protects your inner world, but it also makes you a more pleasant person to be around. People are drawn to those who radiate positivity and enthusiasm. By focusing on these aspects in your interactions, you'll likely find that your relationships improve and your network grows. As you continue on this journey, remember that it's not about becoming isolated or closed off. It's about being intentional with your energy and your focus. It's about creating the right conditions for your success to flourish. Think of yourself as the CEO of your own life. Just as a CEO doesn't share every aspect of the company's strategy with everyone, you don't need to share every aspect of your personal strategy for success. Be professional, be kind, be helpful, but maintain healthy boundaries. This approach also helps you develop a stronger sense of self. When you're not constantly seeking external validation or advice, you become more attuned to your own inner voice. You develop a clearer sense of what you truly want and what's truly important to you. This self-awareness is crucial for long-term success and happiness. It helps you make decisions that are aligned with your values and goals, rather than being swayed by the opinions or expectations of others. As you practice this approach, you might find that you become more comfortable with uncertainty. When you're not constantly sharing your doubts or fears, you're forced to sit with them, to work through them on your own. This can be uncomfortable at first, but it's a crucial skill for anyone who wants to achieve great things. Every successful person has faced moments of doubt and uncertainty. The difference is in how they handle those moments. Instead of broadcasting their fears to the world, they use them as fuel. They let the discomfort push them to work harder, to find solutions, to prove the doubters, including their own inner critic, wrong. This private battle with doubt and fear is where real growth happens. It's where you develop the resilience and determination that will carry you through any challenge. It's where you learn to believe in yourself, even when the odds seem stacked against you. Remember, the most powerful transformations often happen in silence, away from the prying eyes of the world. Like a caterpillar in its cocoon, you need that private space to undergo your own metamorphosis. As you embrace this approach, you might find that you become more observant, more attuned to the world around you. When you're not constantly talking about yourself, you create space to really listen to others, to pick up on subtle cues and patterns. This heightened awareness can give you a significant advantage in any field. It can help you spot opportunities that others miss, understand people's motivations more clearly, and make better decisions based on a more comprehensive understanding of your environment. Think of the great leaders throughout history. They didn't achieve their positions by constantly sharing their every thought and feeling. They observed, they listened, they processed information carefully. They spoke with intention and acted with purpose. You have this same potential within you. By creating more space in your inner world, by being more selective about what you share, you're creating the conditions for your own greatness to emerge. Now I want to address a concern that might be coming up for you. You might be thinking, isn't this approach a bit selfish? Shouldn't we be open and transparent with others? It's a valid question, and it speaks to your integrity that you're considering it. But here's the thing, say, being honest and oversharing. You can be truthful and authentic without laying bare every aspect of your life. In fact, by maintaining some privacy, you're often better able to show up fully and authentically in your interactions with others. When you're not weighed down by the need to constantly explain yourself, justify your choices, or seek approval for your goals, you're free to simply be yourself. You can focus on the present moment, on the person you're interacting with, rather than being caught up in your own internal narrative. This doesn't mean you never open up to anyone. Having close relationships where you can be vulnerable is important for your emotional well-being. But these relationships should be carefully chosen. Look for people who have earned your trust, who have demonstrated wisdom and discretion. To everyone else, be kind, be helpful, be inspiring. But maintain those healthy boundaries. Share your knowledge, not your secrets. Offer guidance, not gossip. Inspire through your actions, not your words. As you continue to practice this approach, pay attention to how it affects your energy levels. Many people find that they feel more energized, more focused when they're not constantly sharing their personal business with everyone they meet. This is because every time you share something personal, especially if it's about your struggles or fears, you're investing emotional energy. You're reliving those experiences, those emotions. While this can be cathartic in the right context, like with a therapist or a trusted friend, doing it too often can be draining. By being more selective about what you share, you're conserving that emotional energy. You're directing it towards your goals, your personal growth, your actual problem solving, rather than just talking about your problems. This conservation of energy can have a profound impact on your productivity and your overall sense of well-being. You might find that you have more stamina for your work, more patience in your relationships, more creativity in your hobbies. Remember, your energy is one of your most valuable resources. Just as you wouldn't pour money down the drain, don't pour your energy into unhelpful oversharing or constant seeking of validation. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with a final thought. Your life is your own unique journey. No one else can walk your path for you. No one else can fulfill your potential or achieve your dreams. That power lies solely with you. By keeping these 5 things private: your goals, your strategy, your finances, your struggles, and your fears. You're not hiding from the world. You're giving yourself the space and the energy to show up in the world as your best self. You're creating a sanctuary for your dreams, a laboratory for your ideas, a training ground for your skills. You're building the foundation for a life of purpose, achievement, and fulfillment. So go forth with confidence. Trust in your ability to navigate your own path. Believe in the power of your private thoughts and personal growth. Your potential is limitless. Your future is bright. And the key to unlocking that potential, to bringing that bright future into reality, lies within you. Remember, you have everything you need to succeed. It's all there waiting to be unleashed. Protect it, nurture it, and watch as it transforms not just your life, but the world around you. Your journey to greatness starts now, in the quiet determination of your own heart and mind. Embrace it, trust it, and let your results speak for themselves.